Did MAGA just become cool and fun? Welcome to the Jason Rantz Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. Something pretty extraordinary happened this past Monday night as the U.S. men's national team took on Jamaica. The team's biggest star, Christian Pulisic, he scored the opening goal and immediately celebrated with the so-called Trump dance. And of course, insufferable left-wing soccer fans were not happy. A chorus of ex-users with personal pronouns in their bios posted their angry takes. Eric Wall, for example, a marketing and communications manager for United Soccer Coaches, claimed Pulisic isn't the brightest bulb in the chandelier. He complained that the United States men's national team star, quote, just alienated a lot of soccer fans. City of Seattle nightlife business advocate Scott Plusquellic whined that Pulisic isn't welcome in Seattle because he's a MAGA player. I don't think a player that celebrates by doing the Trump dance is going to be super welcome in Seattle. And then there's Jane Gersovic, a professional photographer who has covered the Seattle Sounders for over 10 seasons. She had a particularly unhinged take. Pulisic having the nonchalant gall to do that dance on national television for the national team just shows how blind white men are to their privilege and this damn country's idiocracy. You can't celebrate a dance of a rapist unless you support him. Now, after the game, Pulisic said what he did wasn't political. It was just him having fun. And it came after a weekend of athletes doing the same thing across different sports and different leagues. Now, no matter his motivation, this represents a huge moment. For the last 8 years, left-wing bullies have tried to shame Trump supporters into silence. Their strategy was to intimidate, ostracize, and cancel anyone who dared to express support for Donald Trump. They wanted us to keep our opinions to ourselves, fearful of that woke mob's wrath. But here's the irony. Their heavy-handed tactics didn't weaken support, it strengthened it. The progressive elite's sneering insistence that they were morally superior, it backfired spectacularly. Instead of turning people away from Trump, it built a movement that was rooted in shared resentment of the smug, self-appointed gatekeepers of acceptable political discourse. This backlash isn't just about Trump, it's about reclaiming space in the public square. And that's why we're seeing Trump support become a cultural force and a movement now out in the open and clearly unapologetic. Whether or not Pulisic intended it, the message was clear. Trump support isn't just political, it's patriotic and it's fun. Americans are embracing the candidate who doesn't apologize for loving this country. The haters, they're going to take a knee. The rest of us, we're going to do a little Trump dance. See you next time. I sat down with our local tax expert and advocate, Greg Nunn from None Better Tax Resolution. Tell me a little bit about the Fresh Start program, because again, based on how it's promoted, it seems really, really simple.
This Fresh Start program and that phrase has been around for many, many, many years now. But it's a great marketing tool to say, hey, fresh start. And in a way, for those that qualify, it is. What it essentially is an offer in compromise. And to get that, there's two main criteria a person must qualify for. One, they must have limited or no equity in assets. So generally, anyone in the Puget Sound region that owns a home and has for several years, they're going to have a lot of equity. They won't qualify. And the other is an income level. And that all depends upon your family size about how much income that could be. But both of those standards need to be met to qualify. Most people do not.
If you're having trouble with the IRS, then call Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions. 425-947-1967 or Google NUNN, None Better Tax Resolution. Did you like that commentary? Make sure you subscribe to the podcast of The Jason Rantz Show. Get it at KTTH.com or wherever it is you download your podcasts.